loved the old man.
Hey there, what is up? I am StrokeMan, and I haven't made a video for a while, and I know I usually make Linux videos, but today I'm going to make a Windows tutorial about how you would put a YouTube video into PowerPoint and have it autoplay and auto loop. You might want to do this if you're making a slideshow that you don't want, that you don't have to be physically at pressing the arrow key for the next slide to go and for everything else. And like if you have a video in it, you would have to pause everything and click on stuff to get it going. With this, as soon as your slide loads up, the video will play, and if you are having a timed PowerPoint that repeats itself, you can just have it keep going and going, because it'll loop, the video will loop. So it's a pretty nice thing. And I mean, I know I've sat in on presentations where people tried putting videos in it and they just screwed everything up because either the link was bad or they couldn't get the video to work on YouTube. And I mean, I don't know if this would prevent YouTube from not working, but at least it would prevent your link from being bad. So the first thing you need to do is to start up PowerPoint, and this is probably what your PowerPoint will look like for you when you first open it up. You need to enable developer options for this, for the ribbon. So to do this, you go to File, Options, and then you click on Customize Ribbon, and where it says Developer, you tick that box and you press OK, and now you'll have a new Developer tab. In the Developer tab, you go over to this little button that says More Controls, click on it, and once this opens up, you scroll all the way down and you click on Shockwave Flash Object. If you don't have Shockwave installed on your computer, this won't even show up, as far as I know. But Shockwave is pretty old, so most people have it, and I think it's like a default thing for Windows now. But click on Shockwave Flash Object, press OK. Once you do that, your cursor will change into a little thing that you would then click and drag to make up the dimensions of your video. And for this part, you would right click on the box and then click on Property Sheet, and then all this you kind of can ignore except for Movie. Movie is the important part. So to what you enter in the movie is where you actually go to whatever YouTube video you're trying to add. This is just the trailer for my latest album that just came out, and I am going to copy the URL right here. And I'm going to go into Notepad first because I need to tell you some things. And so this is what the original URL for the video looks like. This is what you're going to want it to look like. So as you can see, you keep most of it the same except for right here, you get rid of watch, and then you put another / and you get rid of this equal signs. And then after that, so it should look like this, and then this part right here, I'm going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to go through what each one of these is. The first one, and start, and after you have this little code right here, this is the YouTube video ID. So when you're searching for it on YouTube, that's what it is. And you copy that, and for this, I think you could also use a semicolon. I'm not sure but I just like using ampersands because I know they work. So the very first one, and start equals 0, this means that when the video starts playing, it will play at the 0 second. Autoplay equals 1 means that autoplay equals 1 means that once the PowerPoint slide is loaded, the video will play right away, or at least it should. And rel equals 0. Whenever a YouTube video ends, you always get the suggested video. Most of the time you get all the suggested videos of what you should watch next at the end. Making that equal 0 will get rid of that. And controls equals 0 means that when you are playing a YouTube video, you can usually pause and play the button. When it's equal 0, you will not see that little control down there. So that basically just hides it. Show info equals 0 means that normally when the video plays, you can see that if you move your cursor, you can see at the top of the video what the name of the video is. This will hide that. And then here's the important part to make it loop. Loop equals 1 means it will loop, but it won't loop unless you have this, playlist equals the YouTube video ID. So this is what it should end up looking like. And I need to change this real quick. These two IDs thing have to be the same, because if they're not, it'll be pointing to do separate things and it will not work. So I'm just going to copy that and paste it. So now you can copy this whole thing and then go back to PowerPoint, and in the movie field just paste it, and then you can press exit. And to test it out, you just click slideshow, and as you can see, it auto played. The way I have it set up, it's kind of a clean look, so no one can control anything. So if this video is pretty short, it's maybe about 30 seconds or something. So I'll just wait, and at the end of it, it should loop back and play again. It's almost over. There it goes. It just restarted. Now I'm going to hit escape. And I mean, even if you do want to have the control to, or the power to pause the video, just go to controls, backspace the 0 out and click 1. 1 is true in programming, 1 is true, 0 is false. So if controls is there, now I can control it. And I'm going to keep related videos off, and I'll make the info to 1 also, so I can see the info of the video. So I'm going to exit that and just do the same thing. See, and now I can control this. I can press play, I can see the name of the video. So that's that. And there's just one last thing. When you save this, you don't save it as your traditional PPTX or PPT. Instead, you would save it as a PPTM. Let me find it. Wherever the heck it went. There it is. You would save it as a PPTM because using this code, adding the code into that it's called a macro something, I don't remember, macro something, and I can't talk and type at the same time. It will, if you do save it as a PPT or PPTX, it won't work. So because macro won't be enabled on that kind of PowerPoint. PPTM, it is enabled. It's a PowerPoint macro enabled presentation. So you save it, and whenever you exit it and open it back up, it'll open up like this. It'll look like it did before you played the video. And normally, if you're downloading this from something, or like say you have it on a flash drive and you just transfer it over to a computer, it would say you have to enable editing, and then after that it would ask you to enable content, talking about the macro stuff. And once you do that, then you can play your video. So, and I don't know if it will do it for this. Well, I knew this was going to work, but normally I've noticed with these PPTMs is that every time I exit it, it'll ask me if I want to save it. Yeah, right here. And I made absolutely no changes to it. So, I mean, you can save it if you didn't make any changes, or don't save like I do, and normally don't save it. So that's pretty much it. And so thank you for watching this entire video. And if you liked it, like the video. If you didn't like it, or you don't like me, dislike it. And if you really liked it, maybe even subscribe. And as a final closing thing, I'm StrokeMan. I make the music for this channel. I just had an album come out last December. It's called Evolved. It's on a whole bunch of music distribution services, so like iTunes, Amazon, Rhapsody, eMusic, Spotify. It's on a whole bunch of stuff, so please check it out. The StrokeMan Evolved. If you want more information, you can check out my Reverb Nation page at reverbnation.com/StrokeMan. And that's all I have to say today. So thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in another video, and have a great day.